This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. So in the last session, we just started with the modules concept. So as I said that every .py file act as a module in Python. So module generally consists of a group of variables and group of functions, even group of classes also. But we are not talking about classes now. After starting object-oriented programming only, we'll discuss about classes. So user-defined module and predefined module, two types are there. Predefined modules means once you install Python software, automatically all built-in modules will available. But user-defined modules means we have to prepare our own module and we have to implement that with group of variables and functions, whatever the logic you want, you can write it, that we can able to reuse into other program. That is module purpose. Actually purpose of the module is mainly reusability means once we prepare a program with lot of code, that program logic code we can able to reuse into other program. That is reusability of the module. I was just created in the last session one simple program, that is sample.py. In this sample.py I declared a variable and its value is 10, and we have created two functions like add and subtract function here. So these two functions I created, and in this program sample.py we have implemented some logic. This logic I want to reuse into other program like test.py. So in this test.py we have imported module called sample module. Import a I have imported means we are trying to access only a from sample, and we need to access add and sub also. In that context we can give here sub and sum like this. Sorry, subtraction and adding like this all. So you can able to import multiple members in sample.py. A and add and sub are members of the module. These are all members of sample.py module. In test.py, just you can see from sample import a sub add. So print a I'm doing. Once I run this test.py, now you can see a value is 10 only, a variable and 10 value here. So now I'm trying to do subtract function I'm calling, and add function I'm calling. Our result is look like subtract is 3 minus 2, sub is 4 6, 4 plus 6 10 only here. Fine. So these are all members we are trying to access here. Instead of these all members we can also use what? Star means importing all functions, all variables, all members from this sample module. The main advantage of from import statement means we need not to specify any module name or alias name to access the members of this module only. Directly we can able to access the members. Here I am directly accessing a member, sub and add like this. And even member aliasing also there. In the last lecture we discussed module aliasing. Module aliasing means what? Giving other name to a module is called module aliasing. Same member aliasing also we can do that. Member aliasing means giving other name to a member is called member aliasing. For example, A is there, sub is there, add is there. These are the members. But I want to change this member aliasing like A as B. So we can give A as B like this. So now add as sum. Suppose add as sum. So this name A became B and this name add we clearly mention sum. Once we give the alias name of the members, we cannot able to use main member like A and add. Instead of A, we have to use B. Instead of sum, sorry, instead of add, we have to use sum. So this is what actually member aliasing. So giving other name to a members are called member aliasing. So this is member aliasing is also possible. Module aliasing also possible. And we can also include multiple modules. Means right now, observe here, sample.a sample.py is having this code. Let's one more sample one module I'm trying to create, Python file sample1.py. Now once I create this sample1.py, now we can see a value 20 I'm taking now. I'm creating one more function multiply with x comma y, and I'm trying to do multiplication. Multiplication is x into y multiplication. So df mul x comma y multiplication x into y. So now this time you can see sample1.py is having multiply function, one variable called a 20. Sample.py is having two functions, add function, subtract function, one variable called a 10 only. I want to access this stuff into test.py. So here multiple modules are there. We can also work with any number of module code. So module code, this is module code importing. Import sample 1. If I try to import like this, it will work fine. Even this is also correct. Now you can see this is also correct. Sample comma sample 1. It's possible. Either you can import multiple modules like import sample comma sample 1, or else we can go for import sample as well as import sample 1. It's also possible. So we are trying to access two module code. One is sample module, one more is sample 1 module. In sample module, I have sample.a, next sample dot what function I'm calling add function, sample dot what function I'm calling subtract function, and I'm trying to print next sample 1 module stuff, sample 1 dot a, sample 1 dot multiplication, like this. Please mute your audio. Waiting for CRTC21. Please mention your name. So while joining, so please mention your name, all of you. Don't join with without any name, so that I will get clarity. Please mention your name. Who is like waiting for CRTC.21? Okay, yeah. Now you can see on the top of this program, I'm trying to import two modules separately, import sample and import sample one. And first I'm trying to access sample.a. This a variable will come from sample module, and this sample.add sample.add 3 comma 2, we are calling this add function from sample and subtract function from sample now. And at the same time, one more module is there that is called sample1, sample1 dot a and sample1 dot multiplication 5 into 4. So fine, sir. Now test.py I'm executing. So two module output you will get. Now you can see this is sample.py stuff, and this is what sample1.py stuff we are trying to access here. So variable value 20, multiplication is 5 into 4 also 20 only. Fine, sir. But this is I'm using separate modules, it's okay. Sir, what happen if this two modules are having variable name is same, no? A10, here also A20. Variable name is same, but no, it's not required. It's not required. See here, module name is not required. That's what I'm taking. So what from import statement also we can use. So directly if you import module name like this, if you want to access any members of the module, compulsory we have to access the members with the name of module only. Module name dot variable name, module name dot function name, again module name dot this function name, like that. Compulsory I have to access with module. Without module name also I will show you. Already from statement is required. Okay. But here what I mean to say, sir, if two modules are having same variable name like A, then what is the problem? Okay, two variables are same. So sample.py is having A variable name, val is 10. Sample1.py A variable is what? This one, val is 20. But here we got clear output because this 10 is coming from sample, this 20 is coming from sample 1. Fine, sir. Why? Because we are mentioning clearly module name. My question is, if I don't want to use any module name, so it should be like this. Obviously, we will go for from statement, no? From statement means what? From statement advantage is no need to mention any module name or alias name. Directly we can access members. I want to directly access members. That's what I'm mentioning, like from sample import star, for example. From sample one import star. It's fine. Now this time I have not used any module name dot variable name or module name dot method function name like this. But the problem in this example, if you try to import like two modules by using from statement, from sample import star, from sample one import star. Okay, so what is the problem? We can see this. Let's see, test.py, run test. So what is the problem? Observe. You just look the output here. So there is no problem of add function, subtract function, and multiply function because name of the functions are different. So but multiply function is coming from sample one, add subtract functions are coming from sample. But variable A and this variable A. But look at this, what is the value of the variable? Same two cases, 20 only. Why 20 only coming? Not A value 10 is coming because on the top we included two modules. So in this sample one dot A only is coming. Look at this, A value 20, sample dot py A value 10. But why sample one only is affecting here and also here line number 9? Because recent call means what module you declare at last, that module stuff will be impact on it here, because the variable name A is both modules are same, not different. Okay, so let's see this. I'm going to change here. I'm not going to use sample one here. I'm going to use sample one here. Now this is sample. Now this time what will happen? A is going to be belongs to sample, and this A is going to be belongs to this sample only. Now sample.py is having A value 10. So that means whenever I run this, then both cases you will get 10 only. 10 and 10. Okay. If both modules are having same variable name, if I try to access the modules directly from statement through, from sample one, from sample like this. So what is the problem? Recent declaration of the module variable A is going to affect, but both are not coming separately. To avoid this problem, actually, what we need to do, you can declare these modules like this. Some sample import star on this A is completely belongs to this sample. Next, from sample one import star like this. This A is belongs to what? Actually sample one only. Okay. So it will work, sir, now. So when we run this, now this time you can see A value 10, which is coming from sample.py module, A value 20, which is coming from sample1.py module. Okay. So this is the way to access in case your two modules are having same variable name And if you want to differentiate that each and every variable value is different, means you have to declare like this modules. So like in other languages, usually programmers will declare all the header files, libraries on the top of the program only. But in Python, not required, because it's a interpreted language. Line by line code will check and execute. No, in this context, so according to your requirement, where do you want to import the modules? There we can able to import it now. No need to be import all the modules on the top of the program only. Okay, but here you can see one more module I declared here. One more module I declared here. So even later you can declare other modules also. Why I'm declaring separately? Because this A belongs to this module, sample modules onwards it will come. This A belongs to sample one is there. So that variable names are same, but values are different. To avoid that same variable, same values I don't want to print. So that's what I'm giving this module declaration separately. Sample module separate, sample one module separate. This is complete module declaration and accessing multiple modules like this. Okay, fine. Sir, I created one module called sample.py for long back, like few days back. At that time, so I was included lot of variables in this, lot of methods also. But today, all of a sudden, if you want to access sample.py functions in your program, but before that, do you want to check what is there in that program? Like what we declared in that program? Do you want to check? Means we can check easily by using help function. Okay, before going to access module stuff, first of all you need to cross verify what are there in that module. Okay, what we can say, what variables, what functions are there in that module, you have to know that. Then only it's easily to access that stuff. So how do you know that module uh, total information? So simple. Where do you want to access? Here test.py. Which module information do you want? That module information, that module, first of all you have to import it. For example, sample module information I want, so I imported sample. After importing the sample, we have to use help function. Help of what? Actually samples. That's it. Now this time you can see you will get complete help of sample module. Right click on it and sam test. Now you got this sample help. Now you can see below, help on module called sample. Name of the module name is sample. In this sample module, what functions are there? You can see this add function, which is having x and y, subtract function x and y parameters, data also available because we have declared variable and value also assigned. And this file name is what? Actually Python full stack 7am at sample.py. Okay, yeah. So these are the things which are available Python full stack 7am sample.py. Fine. Now this is user defined module. No, user defined module means I just created this sample.py. Is it possible to get complete information of any predefined module? Yes, obviously. Any built-in module like math module, func tools module, even more modules in upcoming session we'll discuss. No, that total any built-in module information also you can get. Suppose here import math. I want to know what is there in the math module, complete information I want to know. So that help of math I'm using test.py. You can run this and now you can see run test math module help. Now you can see there are a lot of functions are available math module here. Power, permutations, log 2, log 1, log values, so many functions are there. Square, what we discuss basics, factorial, everything. So to know complete information of any module, either it is built-in module or it is user-defined module, first you just try to import that module, and after that what we need to do? We need to help. We need to use help of that module name. Help of math means automatically mathematical module we are going to get. Even now you can see func tools are there. Func tools is one of the built-in module. I'm taking func tools module. Now you can see here. So this is function tool module information clearly. These are all information related to function tool module. Even in future also, any program stuff you can include, not a problem. If you take any program, so any program in this, for example, test 7 is there, test 7, all right, suppose test 10 is there, or test 11 is there, test 11 information you want, you can go to test, import test 11, import test 11 is your module. Help of test 11, what is there in that test 11 program, you can get clearly. And this test.py, and you will come to know that help of this module. Now you can see in this we have a created to list are there, and output also coming. Test 11 module name is test 11, data is there, list is there, file name is test 11, which is available in this Python full stack 7. So you can able to get the help of any module, either it is built-in module or user-defined module, by using what's our help function clearly. Okay, so let me show you different ways import modules. So you should know about how many possible ways to import the modules. So now I'm writing here different ways to import modules. What are the different ways to import module means like this. I'm taking import module one. Just these are the syntaxes you can assume. Import module one you can do. This is one style directly. Import module one as M1. M1 is a alias name. You know that once we change the alias name, okay, alias name only how to use, main name we cannot use. So import module one as M1. Next, what I'm trying to do, import module one, comma, module two, multiple modules I'm importing. Next, what I'm trying to do, import module one, module one as M1, module one as M1, comma, module two as M2 like this. Okay, like this. Module 1, module 2 like this we can import, module 1 as M1, module 2 as M2, multiple modules. Or else you can go for this one, from module 1 import star. Okay, this is also possible. Or else you can go for from module 1 import member 1. Okay, member 1. Member 1 in the sense multiple members also we can use, member 2 like this. Or else from module 1 import member 1 as M1, member 2 as M2 like this, alias numbering. So these are the possible ways to import modules. All we explained clearly. Multiple modules, okay, multiple module aliasing. Star means everything will come from module 1, and we can import member 1, member 2, members of the modules, and member 1 as M1 alias membering here. Any possibility is there. Okay, yes. So these are all what built-in user-defined modules I explained. Sir, next I'm going to talking about I'm going to discuss about very important concept. There is a special variable is there in Python. There is a special variable. What is that special variable? How do we work with that? We'll see. Especially this variable is belongs to module concept only. There is a special variable. Let's see this special variable is what? Special variable in Python. Special variable in Python, that is the variable name is what actually underscore underscore name underscore underscore. This is the special variable name, underscore underscore name underscore underscore. Sir, why this is special variable? What is the use of this special variable? I'll tell you clearly. See, sometimes we need to check whether this program is executing directly as an individual program, or it is executing from some other program or some other module. We want to know that. In that context, we can use special variable like underscore underscore name underscore underscore. Okay. So what does it mean? This special variable can help to check whether program is executing directly, whether the program is executing directly as an individual program or it is executing from some other program. You will get clear information. I'll show you how to work with this completely. So for example, right now sample.py I am going to run. Is this sample.py directly running or it's depending on any other program? It's directly running. There is no dependency of other program, no? Yes. Now you can see sample.py directly executing. So we got the execution, but there is no output because we have not printed this variable and we have not called this functions also. Fine. But what about tester.py? This tester.py is directly executing or it's taking help from sample module? It's taking sample module help because we are writing sample module import a variable. So when we run this tester.py, this tester.py is not executing directly. It's executing with the help of what? Sample module. So that means it taking help from sample module only, no? Yeah. So this I want to check. How to check whether the program is executing directly as an individual program or it is executing from some other program. How to check? So by using special variable. What is the special variable? Underscore underscore name underscore underscore. Okay. So finally underscore underscore name underscore underscore variable is used to check whether program is executing whether the program is executing as an program individual program or it is executing from some other program. It is executing from some other program like this. It is executing from some other program. Underscore underscore name underscore underscore variable is used to check whether the program is executing as an individual program or it is executing from some other program. It will check. We cannot use special characters while assigning to the variables. No, we cannot use. That is naming rules. Already we explained. Naming rule means identifier. Special symbols we cannot use. Now you can see this is special variable underscore underscore name underscore underscore. It's a variable. This variable purpose I am explaining. It is used to check whether the program is executing as an individual program or it is executing from some other program. It will check. Okay. So if the program executing as an individual program, if the program is executing as an individual program, if the program is executing as an individual program, then the value of underscore underscore name underscore underscore variable is underscore underscore main underscore underscore. Okay. If the program is executing as an individual program without depending on any other program, then the value of special variable underscore underscore name underscore underscore variable is what value? Main value. Main is the value. This variable name equal to main matching, then that program is executing directly as an individual program. It's not going to depend on any other program. Okay. So next, if the program is executing from some other program, some other program, then the value of underscore underscore name underscore underscore variable is program name from where it is executing, from where it is executing. Okay, try to understand, don't get confused. It is only checking purpose. In Python there is a special variable. The special variable name is underscore underscore name underscore underscore. This special variable is used to check whether the program is executing as an individual program or it is executing from some other program. It is for checking only. How do you decide the program is executing as an individual program or executing from some other program? Means if the program is executing as an individual program, then the value of this special variable is matches with what? Main, equal to main. If the special variable name value is main, that means the program is executing directly as an individual program. If not, okay, the special variable name value is not main, then this one, if the program is executing from some other program, means depending on some other program, then the value of the name variable is what? The program name from where it is executing, from which program onwards it's executing, that program name value of this underscore underscore name. We have to check practically. Let's see this. I'm going to write some code here, sir. Just observe here. So let's go for separate program so that you will get clarity. Here test 35 is there, last program. Let's go for test 36. I'm taking new program. Test 36. Fine. Test 36 is okay. Now in this case, what you can see, I'm writing some code here. If function, let me create. I'm creating one function called f1. In this function, I'm taking if underscore underscore name underscore underscore. It's a special variable. Equal to underscore underscore main underscore underscore. If it is matches with main, the value of the special variable is matches with main. Okay. Then I'm writing this code, program executing as an individual program. This program is executing as an individual program. I can say that it is executing as an individual program. Individual program. Individual program. And it will, this is executing as an individual program. I want to display when I want to display if this special variable name value is matching with the main. If not matching with main, then I can say print this is executing, this is executing from some other program. From some other program, I can say that. From some other program. That's all. Now I'm calling this f1 function here only, sir. Now observe carefully. Test36.py I created. This is actually executing directly as an individual program because test36 is not at all depending on any other program. No. So the moment when I right click on test36 and run test36, we got the output clearly. We can see this is executing as an individual program. Fine. This is executing as an individual program. Okay. How do you know, sir, whether it is executing as an individual program? Because if condition is satisfied, no. If condition is satisfying, if the special variable name is equal to main matching, so that's what this is executing as an individual program. Suppose let's see this. What is the print I'm trying to do? I'm taking underscore underscore name underscore underscore here. So now this time you can see print underscore underscore name is there. So what is there in this name? Main only. Obviously, value of this name variable is what? Main only, sir. Look at this, main or not? Yes. Suppose test 37 I'm taking. Let's go to other program like test 37. Go to new and Python file and test 37 I'm taking. Test 37. In test 37, I am importing test 36. Obviously, test 36. Because why? So test 36 program is having function. This function I want to call it. How to call this? You can test 36.f1 function I'm calling like this. Now tell me, we are in test 37. I'm using test 36 program here because in test 36 program we have a function called f1. Fine. Ah, now test 37.py is executing as an individual program or it is depending on some other program. It is depending on some other program because test 37 is executing by taking help of test 36 because we are calling this f1 function from test 36. Now let's run this test 37. Now observe here, this is executing from some other program, means test 36. This test 37 I'm running, it's saying this is executing from some other program. Okay, why sir two times it came like this is executing from some other program like this? Because here we are calling f1 function test 36, it will go to test 36, we are calling again in the test 36 itself, we are calling one more time f1 function. That's what it's giving output here. But what is the underscore underscore name value? You can try to understand. Test 36 means the value of underscore underscore name is not matched with underscore underscore main. So test 36 name is there. So that's what here test 37 program is depending on test 36. This is executing from program. Test 36 is not executing from some other program. It's an executing as an individual program. Test 36 is executing as an individual program, but test 37 is not executing as an individual program. It's executing from some other program like test 36 only. Now test 37 I'm executing. Now you can see this is executing from some other program, test 36. This is executing from some other program like this. Got my point? So this is the case. So look at this. If the program is executing from some other program, then the value of the name special variable value is what? The program name from where it is executing. That's what here the program name. This test 37 is executing from where it is executing. The special variable name value is what? Test 36 only. If I run test 36 directly, now this is test 36 is not depending on any other program. It's executing as an individual program only. That's what the main. So if the program is executing as an individual program, then the value of special variable underscore underscore name variable is what? Main. So main is matching here. So this is the way to check whether the program is executing as individual program or it is executing from some other program. Any question regarding this? Someone is trying to asking the question. Fine. So these are the module checking whether it is running individually or it is depending on some other program. We can decide that. So apart from this, we need to discuss more modules like built-in modules, like math module is there, datetime module is there, datetime module, calendar module is there, calendar, and next random module I have to discuss, array module I have to discuss, mp4 module I have to discuss. These are the main important modules we have to discuss directly. But in upcoming sessions, depends on topic, we will introduce lot of modules. In which cases this variable helps means that's what I'm saying. We have multiple programs. Some programs are executing directly as an individual. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Some programs are executing as individual, but some programs are collecting the information from other program. So in that case, how do you know that whether this is executing directly or it is depending on other program? So by using just print underscore underscore name variable. So you can print underscore underscore name anywhere, no problem. So that you will come to know this is the main program or it is not main program, like that. See, we will write many modules. Okay. So clearly modules. So that module is executing when we will use it. That's what I'm saying. Your program is directly executing. Here test 37 is there. Right now we are noticing that here test 36 is importing here. But on the top, when we look this test 36, it's okay. Test 36 onwards, it's coming. But do you want to check whether it is some other program dependency or individual program? Then special variable through only we can check.
So can you give us an example, like in real, like as a programmer, when like can you give us an example based on your experience? When have you ever used this one, just so we can understand it better? Like
See,
in what case you have used it, if you have.
see here, if the special variable name is matching with the main, then I have to execute some code. For example, suppose main program I want to execute. You can see, observe carefully. I want to show you something. Main.py is there, no? Main.py. So what is saying here, you can see this. So this is main method actually. In the first program in the PyCharm, whenever we create a project, so look at this. I think you have a function names. Print hi is the function. Its a name is the variable input parameter. I am checking if name equal to main, then I'm going to show you PyCharm editor here. So that means what? This program is a name equals to main method. It equals to main method. I can say calling the function. So PyCharm, I can say hello PyCharm will come like this because it's a main program. It's an individual program. If name equals to hi PyCharm, it's coming like this. Okay, this is checking if the name special variable is matching with main method, then only I can call the this PyCharm print hi method function. I have to call it. Otherwise, I don't call it. Okay, this is the way to check whether it is equal to main means I can call. It's a main method only like this. So a program is directly executing this one. Suppose here also we can able to write. What I can say here, if this, just a moment, if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals to underscore underscore main underscore underscore, then I want to use this one test 36.f1. So test 37 I'm executing. Now you can see we are getting this same output again. So because it is a main program, so this is optional to use every time, not required, because by default in Python every py file is a main file only. It's going to executing as an individual only. If name equal to main only, I have to run this test 36 only. So this is
So
test 36.
in what situation when we will be using this one? So like why we have to check whether it's a equal or not?
What situation means, see, if I'm saying like this here, test 36.f1. Tell me, test
Hmm.
37 is test 37 is a direct program or it is depending on somewhere.
It's a depending on other, yeah. So that's what I understood your logic, but we just need the example, like how, like in what situation? Suppose like if you are making some like programming for
See, you are looking
some
right
student,
now.
yeah,
You are looking right now.
based
Oh,
on any real, yeah, based on any real example. I understood what you are explaining now.
uh, just time. Let me explain. See, you are looking only two lines program. That's what by looking this program only you are able to see that test 36 is directly depend on test 37 is depend on that test 36 only.
Mm-hmm.
But looking only two lines. but you have a plenty
Yeah.
lines in that, and so much of stuff included here. But that code is, that py file is depends on some other module help or not. It is executing directly without seeking help of any module. You want to check, just you can apply the condition if name.
Okay.
We can't find out all the time, no, by looking modules only description whether it is depending on or not. This is we are not going to use in future also, even if condition name equal to main, because as I said that every .py is a main only, main file only. This test36.py is a main file, it's going to execute it as individual, but test37 is depending on some other program. That's what, it's not a return value main. So my intention is, what is the value of this special variable? The value of the special variable is main, means it's an execution individual variable. Otherwise, from which program onwards it's executing, the value also we are getting. Observe here, this run test 37, we are clearly notice that test 37 is executing by taking help from test 36. If any problem is occurred, you can go to test 36 and check that, and we can able to notice that clear idea. See that sometimes we may not work properly test 37. In that case, you have to know that what are the dependencies on test 37. So all the dependencies you will get clearly, test 36, test 37, something, some other program. There we can go and check whether code is properly written or not, and then make it correct there, and you can come to here, this code will execute fine. Make it just understanding the dependencies, and which dependency there is a problem, you can go there and you can correct it and come to here and you can run your program. So this is built-in modules, sorry, user-defined modules, but we have to discuss more uh, built-in modules: math module, datetime module, calendar, random, array, numpy, and even in upcoming session we have to discuss lot of modules according to topic. For example, multi-threading programming you are going to run, threading module is required. Suppose you are writing regular expression programs, RE module is required. Suppose you want to create log files in Python, logging module is required. And you want to do serialization or deserialization, like pickle module is required. Okay, like this threading RE module, PyODBC, Python Open Database Connectivity. If you want to communicate with the database, this module is required. Communicate with MySQL, MySQL connector module is required. These are all lot of modules are there. We will discuss that in upcoming sessions, but immediately we will start in the next session. These are the built-in modules are there, commonly used modules in Python to work with date related tasks, to work with calendar related, random values if you want to generate, arrays creation, single dimension, two dimension array, even numpy array creation. Numpy is useful for data analysis part also, because we can use multi-dimension arrays with the data visualization. In that context, we can go for numpy case. So these are all there. We will explain in tomorrow session these all things. So that's all for now. See you tomorrow.